What's up, Sprucid Nation? It's your girl Shell G, and today I will be reviewing the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Foundation Powder. Now, as you all know, this powder has been released for a couple weeks now, so I'm a little late to the party, but I felt it was only in order to go ahead and review this powder as well as the cream lip glosses that just released not too long ago. I actually have 3 of them that I will be reviewing today. The actual name, let me go ahead and get it right. So this is the Gloss Bomb Cream lip glosses that came out. Now, this is the actual pressed powder. This is the packaging. And we all know how Fenty does it when it comes to packaging. It's always very chic, minimalistic, simple elegance vibes, right? So I'm here for her packaging. But this is the shade 390. And I decided to do the review specifically with this shade because I didn't see many reviews. I think I only seen one review in this particular shade. So for all my girls that are kind of questioning whether 390 is their shade, buckle up and watch this video. So let's go ahead and open this up. And we have the little traditional lip up and slide packaging. Here is the compact, and it has Fenty Beauty on the front. But what I'm here for when it comes to this packaging is the sleekness of it. I mean, it's very smooth in the hands, and I love how it fits. And I have very small hands, and it fits right in my palm. It fits really nicely, and the octagon shape always makes it easy to grip. It doesn't feel like you're gonna, drop it or it's gonna slide out of your hands. Here's the back, and if you look at even the detail, which is what I'm here for, if you look at the back, you have a little bit of rose silver metal on the back there. Now let's go ahead and open this up. So if I open it up, it opens up to a mirror, and then here's the powder pan here. And right off the bat, when I look at this, I feel Glam Squad approved. I feel very dainty, very elegant. I feel like I've arrived. Let's start here. Inside of the compact sits the pressed powder, and around the pan, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, so let me bring it up close. But this here has a rose silver, which is a first that I've seen, but a very rosy silver color on the actual pan. And once you flip this pan up, it opens up to another mirror, but this one is a magnification mirror. And I absolutely love that because there's times where you have a eyelash in your eye, or you just want to get a close-up, make sure that you're looking right, and this always will come in handy to have a magnification mirror. And then if you flip it down, then you have a standard mirror here. I love that. I find that more revolutionary because I've never seen a pressed powder, or any packaging for that matter, that has a magnification mirror included. So once you flip this up, then you have your octagon sponge, and it sits right in there like so. And what I also like about this packaging is the versatility, because in some cases, if you're just out and about and you just need to kind of spruce up the lip gloss or tighten up on the shine, you can literally just flip open this area here, and you can just tap, 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 and not have to even show that you have a pressed powder this package, I would love to, I mean, it's beautiful. So showing it off is no problem at all, honey. This is absolutely gorgeous. So enough with the packaging. Let's talk about the powder. When I seen this online initially, I was kind of reluctant to purchase this shade because online it looked very light. More light than even the liquid foundation, which I do have. And so I was kind of like, I don't know if this shade is going to be the right shade because I was not taking my Corona mask into the store to try on anything, okay? As you can see, if you look, it does lean a bit orange. But in person, when I look at it, and obviously my lighting is also kind of disturbing the color. I'm not sure if you're seeing the true brown tone, but in person it does not look as light as it does online. So just for the record, if you are considering this shade, understand that even though it does lean a little orange, and I'll try the powder, I'm not sure how this is going to work out. So let's go ahead. I'm going to try this on. So I'm going to get close up. I'm going to let you guys get all in my business, okay? I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so that you guys can see me apply this powder. Okay, guys, so I'm up close and personal. I'm going to go ahead and try on this powder. And if I'm looking down, it's because I have a mirror right here. So I'm actually looking at how I apply it. But truthfully, I can go ahead and apply it using the mirror in hand. Apply it with the sponge that it came with on one side of my face, and then the other side of my face I'll go ahead and use a brush to see how this applies versus the sponge. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab my sponge, and let's go ahead and get this sponge dirty. Okay, so here's the application. This side I'll use with a sponge. This side I'll use with my my powder brush, my foundation brush. Okay, so right offhand, I'm gonna go ahead, and you know what I should probably do, you guys, because I have heard that people had problems using the concealer on top of this foundation. It was harder to blend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it both ways. I'm going to try it with the foundation on this side with the concealer on top, and on this side I'm going to do the concealer first and the foundation, just to see if it maybe was just an issue with the way that they were applying it. Okay, so we're going to try it both ways. So I'm going to go ahead and give this nice. Okay. So right offhand, you guys, it looks really good so far. I do have a couple blemishes, as you guys can see, and not many, but it is covering my little marks up very easily. Wow. Like my little dark marks and hyperpigmentation, it is running through with effortlessly. Wow. Okay, ladies, take a look at this side, and I think I've maybe put one layer, and look at the difference. It looks really, really smooth, and it doesn't look like I'm wearing really anything at all. So on my skin tone, I'm really not getting orange vibes. I think this is actually a perfect match. What do you think? Put it in the comments if you think that this is a perfect match for your girl. I'm going to go ahead and apply it all over. And oh yes, honey. Oh, yes. And I have to correct myself because earlier I said this is a pressed powder. No, this is a foundation powder. There's a difference. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm really shook. Wow. This is like, wow. This right here, honey. Oh my goodness. The girls are here. The girls are here and we arrived and we ain't going nowhere. Okay? This right here is everything that I think I've been looking for. Okay, so let's bring it back really quick. For the girls who are not, you know, extra experienced, super makeup guru, you know what I mean? Like, been doing makeup for years and years, honey, can't tell them nothing. For those girls, move to the back. I'm going to talk to the newbies, the people that are not as comfortable or experienced with putting on makeup, because I'm the girl who just started really wearing makeup maybe a year.
I don't know if you've noticed. You
give or
have.
take. Okay?
But
wearing it, but not really doing it the right way. So I've learned, and I'm growing
so this is something that
the skill set.
Again,
this
trial
is
and error.
Built for spruce.
Trial and error.
Every area. And so you can't be walking out looking crazy wearing makeup. So I had to learn. But when I look at this, girls, this is giving me simple, easy for the beginner that's not as, you know what I mean, skilled in how to apply makeup correctly, especially when you're talking about liquid foundation. This right here is all that you will ever want and ever need, okay? This right here, you don't have to blend it out and buff it out. You know, this is just perfect, effortless perfection in one little compact. This is ridiculous. Let's move on. Let's go ahead and continue. But right now, ladies, this is what you need in your life. This is what you need whether you are a newbie or you're someone that is very experienced. Because even if you are, okay, now bring all the ladies to the table. For the people that are experienced in applying makeup, honey, who doesn't need a quick, like, just say you're out and about, you're in the car, you get invited on a date real quick, and you don't have all of your resources, all of your makeup in the car with you, but you have this. Honey, you can get a whole lot of things done, okay? So this right here is a must-have. It's a must-have, okay? Shell approved. So let's go ahead and continue applying this all over the rest of my face, and then we'll go ahead and move on with the concealer, okay? So let's get into it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so now that we have this side completely done, okay, this side is completely done, I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer on top. Then we're going to do the reverse for this side, okay, the reverse, we're going to go ahead and apply the concealer first and then the makeup on top. So let's go ahead, I'm going to pop this down really quickly. And the concealer that I'll be using for this part of the video, I'm going to go ahead and use my Born This Way concealer in the shade Butterscotch. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the compact. Okay, and I don't like to use a whole lot under the eye, right? So I'm not going to do a whole lot, right? Just a little in the areas where I would usually do it. Okay. And I'm not going to let this dry down. Go ahead and clean it up right away. I'm not going to let it dry down. So let me go ahead and do that. We want to give it an opportunity to move. So I'm going to go ahead and... So right off the bat, it is moving nicely. It is moving. I'm not having a lot of issues moving the compact. Moving the concealer, y'all. Concealer. So far, it is moving very nicely. So I'm thinking the key is to not let it dry down. I think that's the key. Not letting it dry down, but going ahead and knock it out as, right away. Okay? But so far it's moving very nicely. I'm not having issues moving the product around. Can you see that? It's not building up under my eye, but it was able to move the way I need it to move. So I'm going to go ahead and also apply one more shade that I would use, and this is Makeup Forever, and this is in the shade 4.3, which I believe is Toffee, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to also go ahead and just put a little bit of the Toffee in the crease. Just a little bit in the crease. Usually I would do 3, but for this, because we're just trying it out, I'm going to go ahead and just do 2. Okay? So that's kind of a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and just because I want to see how well this moves. Right? I want to see if I have issues with it. If it's just has something to do with the formula of the compacts or of the concealers that you may choose to use with the powder foundation, that can also kind of cause an issue. So far these formulas are moving just fine, as you could see. And this is on top of the powder foundation. So far it's blending effortlessly. I don't feel like I'm struggling to blend it out or anything like that. I'm just barely tapping like you normally would tap it through, and there you have it. Okay? There you have it. Okay? So let's go ahead and move to the next side so that we can review this side as well and see how it works the opposite. So I'm going to go ahead and... Oh yeah, but this is nice. Look at that. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Are you guys seeing the perfection that I'm seeing? I'm seeing perfection. I'm seeing effortless. I'm not seeing caked on vibes. Like I feel like I have 1,000 pounds of makeup on. I'm showing very effortless finishes here. Okay, and I'm here for it. Look at that. It looks great. So far, it looks great. So let's go ahead and move on. This time I'm going to use I'm going to go ahead and apply the concealer on this eye first, blend it out, and then add the foundation, okay? So let me go ahead and grab the same shades. So I'm going to start with the Born This Way, as I did before, and go ahead and, hold on, because I'm going to use the mirror, because if I look down, you guys aren't going to see me. So I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, can you see this? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add the Born This Way. And this is again in the shade Butter Pecan, as you can see. Okay. And then I'm going to also just, since we're doing this side, I just want to get it here. And I'm also going to go ahead and just get the nose and get the forehead a little bit, okay? Because I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. Alright, so here's that. Now let me go ahead and blend out with my sponge. We're going to blend it out first. Okay, so we're going to blend this out first. Okay. By the way, I love this concealer. It just makes life easy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. And then we're gonna tap, tap, tap to blend out the forehead. Also, okay? Alright. So again, I didn't let it sit because I feel like there's no need to let it sit. So let's go ahead and grab the Makeup Forever shade again, and we're going to go ahead and add that in our corner. Okay. I don't like to add too much of this because it is the lighter shade. Okay. So now we're going to blend this out also. And I'm using my mirror, you guys. I'm loving this. It's just compacts, you can't go wrong. Like, you cannot go wrong with the compact. You can have these little items in your cart and do your whole face with a compact, okay? Especially this compact. It's everything. So let's go ahead and complete the blending process. This is just like to give it the highlight that I like. So for all my girls that are not super, that are new to makeup, adding multiple layers of concealer not only helps with making sure that you're really concealing the dark areas under your eye, you know what I mean, to give your makeup an even fresher look, but you're also creating a chic and a sleek look under your eye. It's kind of highlighting it to make it look a little bit more illuminated. So that's why you're doing it. That's what it's for. If you didn't know, if you haven't heard, that's what it's for. Okay? So now that that's blended out, and go ahead and bring it down a little bit. Okay, so that's blended. Agreed? Agreed. Blended. Okay? So now that that's blended out, I'm going to go ahead and get my foundation brush. And we're going to go ahead and use our foundation brush to do this side. Okay? Let's see how it picks up. And it picks up really nicely, as you could see. Here's the brush. It picks up product really nicely. Okay? So here we are. Oh, yes, honey. You guys seeing what I'm seeing? Okay, girls, I don't know which one I like better. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a little carried away. It just feels so good. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's just give it one more layer just to kind of make it as even as the other side. So I'm going to do one last little layer. And I think the stipple effect on this seems to work even better than sweeping. Because when it comes to like coverage, no, we're going to talk about the coverage. Because when it comes to coverage, this is supposed to be a light to full coverage foundation. And so you may have to apply several layers depending on how dark your marks are. So if you have extremely dark, high pigmentation, I can't even say it, pigmentation, then you may have to use either a corrective concealer underneath or more layers with this foundation. Okay? So for me, I'm comfortable stopping with this amount of coverage. I'm comfortable stopping right here. And let's take a look at this side, even though I kind of cheated and used this a little bit. But there's really no difference to me. Like if I look at myself in this mirror, I don't see much of a difference. So let me go ahead and finish. I'm going to add a little bit of powder to my neck just to make everything blend nicely. You know, we got to hit up the neck and the chest, make sure that we're all the way put together. Okay. So this was the side where I have the powder on top of the concealer. This is the side where I have the concealer on top of the powder. And I don't see much of a difference at all. Both the highlight comes through. I don't see any real issues at all with the application. Okay, you guys. Fenty, girl, I am here for it. I am here for this powder. This is Spruccid Gang approved. I'm absolutely loving this. I'm going to finish the rest of my face off camera because I wanted just to show you how this powder sits in the world of foundation. And so far, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. So, if you haven't already picked this up, ladies, go ahead, pick up this foundation powder. It is a game changer in my opinion. And yes, this is Spruce Nation approved, ladies. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, make sure that you don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, support your girls channel. This is a journey that I'm embarking on, so make sure that you come back and watch another video. Okay, take care and holla at you later.